Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Project Oathmark / Dragon Rampant. So I've got Oathmark on the table here. Been reading a bit into this, a bit more of this recently, but again, everything I do is for both games. Do not yet prefer one over the other. I'm just been looking at this one. I went camping over the last couple days with the family, with part of the family, and I brought this with me. Did a little bit of reading on it. I'm excited for the game. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be what seems to be a slightly bigger game than Dragon Rampant, which is cool. Although it says you can play with as little as 30 figures each. Yeah, totally, you can play it like that. I don't know if it's as good as it will be with a bigger game, but we'll see how that goes soon enough, for sure. So anyway, let's see what I've worked on, and then we'll see what's coming up. So last time you saw these guys, these Reaper Bones Yeti, I think they were still in their bare rubbery plastic. So I've painted them up in more like Sasquatch, Bigfoot colors. These two are similar. They are different browns. I don't know if you can tell, but they are different browns. They ended up looking very similar, so I could have just gone with this color. But I did I want a little variation, so this one is black. I was thinking of giving his belly a bit more silver, or maybe his back. But I really like these models. They painted up super fast, and like if you look at the eyes, I like the way the eyes pop, just little yellow dots. Yeah, I was very happy with these guys, and they went together so quickly that I was highly motivated to keep going. So I did. I finished the giant, another Reaper Bones. I did not attach his body in case he takes battle damage, so once he's at half health points, I can remove... No, that's not a damage marker. It's in case I have to store him in separate parts, but he did go together quite nicely. I did a different paint style than I normally do. I didn't just paint the flesh, give it a wash, and then highlight. I worked up from a dark flesh down up to a light flesh, and I didn't like it at first. There's a few parts I could probably fix up, add a bit more of the lighter tones here, but at first I wasn't liking it. As I was going, I was like, oh, it's so stark and it's not the way I like to paint. But now I'm actually quite happy with the way he turned out. So yeah, he's varnished. Gave him some black eyes, which I think look really cool on him. They won't look good on everybody, but they look good on him. I gave him 2 tones of fur. Yeah, he's good. And people say he's not a very big giant, and like here's a Oathmark human. That's human to scale. That's still big, right? That's nice. He's not the biggest giant that you can get for sure, but he's big. But he is gonna look kind of dinky next to this next guy. Actually, I'll just show it right now. Whoa. So this is a WizKids Treant. This is one of the pre-primed ones. So, sorry, giant, you're not so giant anymore. This is enormous. This is I don't know what rules he will be, or what unit he'll be in Oathmark just yet. Maybe a dragon, because he's so big, and then he can do like rock throwing for his dragon breath. I don't know. These guys, I'm sorry, again. These guys are on 50 millimeter bases. Luckily I had some 50s, and then I also had some 60s, so the giant is on a 60. This guy is going to actually be too big for that. Like, whoa, he would go great actually on the 50 by 100 that these big guys are supposed to be on. But I don't want. I'm not going with square. Oh yeah, I'm going with rounds, guys. I don't know if you've noticed. But even like the giant, I don't think the giant was gonna look good. I know I've seen elsewhere the giant, and it's fine. He fits fine, but for me it didn't look good. There's too much empty space, I think. So like that would look fine-ish, but I think I'm gonna put him on an 80 millimeter base, which is a lot wider than the 50 that he's supposed to be on. But again, usable for multiple projects, and if my opponent cannot stand that difference, which 30 millimeters is a big difference, I totally get it. If that's not cool with them, then I just won't use them, and I'm cool with that. I think it'll be a nice centerpiece, especially look at this. There's a human, and that is massive. And he was like cheap. Like he was 15 Canadian and pre-primed. I can't wait to paint him up. He might even be next. So you might see him in the next episode. Speaking of what's next, I ordered and received my first two infantry boxes. First one is an Oathmark official human infantry, 30 guys. There are unboxings of these online, but I'm going to do my own because why not? And I'm trying to figure out how exactly to build them because of the other stuff I have. I'm definitely going to have swords and shields, and there are some like axes and stuff. There's like little axes there, and there's a mace. I don't know exactly how to do it. Like, do I want to use certain heads or certain bodies or whatever? But I'm just gonna go with it. And these will be the soldiers that I'm gonna build first. And I've already started. So I've taken a bunch of 10 of the bodies off the sprue. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'm gonna do groups of 12 because I want at least 12 for Dragon Rampant, because that's what infantry usually wants, is groups of 12. But I do want to build more, so I could go up to at least 15 for the soldiers, and then maybe I'll have archers as the other thing that I built. I don't know about spears because of these guys. I got the Halfling Militia by Wargames Atlantic, and I'll do an unboxing for these guys, but I'm gonna wait till I've painted up a few so I can do an unboxing with painted examples. But I have heard complaints about these, but I also heard some great things. So I'm totally, I haven't taken any off the sprue, but I'm totally excited to have some halflings, and they're short. That's great. Like the head looks like it's gonna go right up to about the chest, about the middle of the chest of a human. So quite a bit shorter, which is great. And they've got spears and pikes. So I think these might be my counts as human spearmen. So then I don't have to build spears out of the other guys. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But this box comes with 40 of these halflings. So that's a lot of dudes. Excited to get these built too. So I'm going to start with 12 humans. I'm going to build them up. And then maybe I'll just go up to 15 and have a unit of 15 sword and board dudes, and then we'll go from there. I have already ordered Renedra movement trays with a buddy of mine. Luckily, there's another guy that is he's collecting stuff for Frostgrave, and he has some Warhammer Fantasy, or not Warhammer Fantasy, Age of Sigmar stuff, and he's been collecting, and he's interested in Oathmark. I'm gonna let him borrow my rulebook. Take a peruse, and we're kind of building armies to first try it out, and with plans for going bigger. I've already ordered a couple more boxes of infantry. I've got orcs, dwarves, and Frostgrave barbarians on the way. Sorry, did I say orcs? Goblins, dwarves, and barbarians who might count as orcs. I'm not sure. I also like the Frostgrave gnolls. That they would make good orcs, but I know there's an orc box coming out in the future, within the next year or so, I think. So I might just do counts as right now, and then when the orcs come out, I'll pick up one of those. I also did find my Fenrisian wolves that I had picked up years ago for my Ogre Kingdoms army for Warhammer Fantasy. I have 4 unpainted and 1 painted. I might use them for something. I'm not sure. I would love to have my goblins riding the Fenrisian wolves, but the wolves are so expensive compared to just like a box of the orc wolf riders. I don't really love the wolves in that set, but I don't know. I already have 1 box of Fenrisian wolves, so it depends how many. I could just buy 1 more box and then buy the wolf riders, and then I don't know if anyone else would want the wolves. I have no idea. Anyway, that's down the road. Who knows about that? But I also did find a unit or 6 mounted Fireforged. I think they're the Templars or the Teutonic Knights. I forget which ones they were. But I got them years ago, and I actually built up 6 of them, and I don't know what I did with the rest of the box. I think I traded them for something. But I built up 6 to be like medieval times knights from the dinner and tournament. We have one here in Toronto, actually not very far from me. I grew up going to that for like birthdays and stuff, and over the last few years, I've taken my kids a few times, and a few years ago, I had the idea of building them up, painting them up like knights from medieval times, and then having that as something that my kids can display on the shelf or play with or whatever. They are kind of thin, so they'll probably break if the kids play with them. But I found them again the other day, looking through all my parts, my bins, parts bins and stuff like that, and I thought, oh, that would actually make a great unit for Oathmark. I can make my first human cavalry. So I'm actually going to paint them up for the Wargamers Anonymous August Painting Challenge, which is cavalry, which is perfect. So I'm actually going to start painting those guys, and that's going to do triple duty. It's going to be for the medieval times kind of thing, and slash Wargamers Anonymous Challenge, but also for this game as well. So awesome, perfect, love it. So I'm going to paint up 6 of those guys, which 6 is perfect because it works for Dragon Rampant, and 5 plus that I need for Oathmark. So yeah, look, it's all working out. It's amazing. So yeah, you'll see those in another video. So go check out my Wargames Anonymous painting challenge videos for that. Anyway, that's it for Oathmark and Dragon Rampant right now. That's my that's a pretty good update. 5 painted models, more on the way, more on the way. They're ordered, they're coming in. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you're enjoying this project. 2 episodes in, I will take a close look at Oathmark and Dragon Rampant very shortly. That was supposed to be this episode, but that might be the next episode. And then I will update you on my figures probably in a week or so. So thanks for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, come back soon. See you later. Bye.